everyone, today we will learn how to do a shoulder stand for pole dancing when we do floor work. So first I will demonstrate. That's just make it a little fancier. So first we want to think about laying down, pick a shoulder, any shoulder. We'll try both sides. Lay down, I'll do my right shoulder first, and the same arm will go behind me. And then the side of my head will come onto the floor. And then this outside arm will come into a 90-degree angle to help me push my hips up. Getting booty to the sky, hips to the sky is the most important thing. So that's where we want to use our abs to help control our powerhouse here to get our hips high. So we push through the ground, this 90-degree angle arm, and push those hips up. So we're mostly using abs to hold those hips up, and a lot of weight is going into the shoulder that is on the ground and the side of my head. You should be able to let go of the other arm, and you notice both booty cheeks are to the sky. To come out, bend the knees and come down. I'll show you from a different angle so you can see what my other arm is doing, but generally when you're performing this to your audience, you need to have the back of your legs towards your audience. Okay? You're showing your hamstring. All right, so from another angle, just so you can see how the arm looks. Now, also here's a tip. If you're practicing this multiple times, you'll want to put a cushion or a pillow or a folded up towel underneath your shoulder. And that will help you be able to practice it multiple times because it can get a little sore on the bone, and you don't want that. So again, I'll place the side of my head. I'll look away from the arm that I'm putting pressure on. And I just reach it behind me, side of my head. And then I'm getting ready to put my hips up and push the hips up. Weight in that shoulder, weight on the side of my head, using my abs to help hold my hips up, and you should be able to let go. So that's just another angle there. And when we're in that shoulder stand, you're actually tilting your pelvis, so you're able to use your low abs a lot in this position. A lot of people forget that that's what we're using in a shoulder stand, is a lot of ab work to get the hips high. That's where I see a lot of people go wrong, is they're just not able to get their hips up high enough. So when you're up there, instead of arching your back, you're actually rounding like in your hollow body position. You have a little bit of a tilted pelvis to help use those abs. So I'll show you another little trick in getting into it. This sometimes helps if people don't have the core strength. Here's a little tip. So place that arm behind you, head down, your supporting arm to help you get the hips up. This top leg, you can sweep it over to use a little bit of momentum to get the hips up. This helps for like I said, people who don't quite have the abdominal control, or if you're just feeling like your hips are really heavy, this can help give you a little momentum. So you're this leg that's on the top is gonna sweep across at the same time as you lift those hips. Use the 90-degree angle for support of this outside arm. So swing, lift. And then once you feel comfortable, you can let go with this hand, or you can make a little shape with your leg that you were sweeping with, and then you can come down. So I'll go over a couple quick little shapes that you can do with this, or if you want to advance the position, I'll show you how you can take it a little further. Ideally, you want to see if you can already do this. You want to practice and see if you can lift both legs, and that's a great challenge position for you. So for the challenge, I'll show you that first. So if I want to lift both legs, I'm going to continue to draw the toes toward my body as I start to push through the ground with the outside hand. I can balance and lift those legs. So what that requires is you dragging the toes in just a little bit more so you can lift those hips a little more vertical. And then you will push through everything that's on the ground, including your bracing arm, as you slowly start to use those abs to lift the legs. So I'll show you again. So I draw the toes in toward my body, think about crunching through the abs, and then I find some balance. Like so. So that's a great one to practice your balance. You can make a lot of shapes from that, and it can help you advance your floor work, give you more strength and control. It's great for the abs. And another way to make it smooth to come into this move and smooth to come out, I'll see if I have enough room to show you. Maybe. Not a lot of room. So you would lay that down, sweep it over. Oop, now I'm stuck by the pole. So you're up here, and then you can bring the legs together, look to the belly, and unwind out of it. That's probably the most simple way to start to add on to it or advance it. So again, I'll show you that one real quick. Shoulder stand. Bring the underside leg towards this one. Look to your belly and unwind. Roll up dramatically. Okay. And I'll show you another option. Another option is to bring this leg over. Come here so you have both legs spread, and then you can even roll over the shoulder and come up. So there's a lot of different options if you play with the legs and the toes on the ground. If you slide the legs one way, you may find you can move it into a backwards roll. If you slide the legs another way, you can bring it up into just sitting up, lifting up dramatically. And let's see, one more thing of how you can get into this move. So let's say that you were laying on the ground. This is another good starting position to get into a shoulder stand. If you're fully laying on the ground, the shoulder that you want to roll on or stand on, reach that arm behind you. And then this requires a bigger push. Push through the outside arm, head down, pike the hips, slide it over. It just requires even more pike and push and ab control. So you can come into it laying down. Another way, if you do a backwards roll over the shoulder that you want to do your shoulder stand on, you can slide it in to a shoulder stand. So how you do that is you just pause as you do your backwards roll. Don't finish the backwards roll. Just pause about halfway through where you feel your shoulder pressing into the ground. That's where you want to pause and find your balance and control. I'll do it from another angle so that you can see it a little better. I'll do my backwards roll this way. I'll continue to roll over the same shoulder, my right shoulder, that I've been showing you all along this entire time. Whoop. So I'm facing away from you right now, but that's how I'd pause right there. Okay, and then I'll do another angle so I can maybe give you a better idea. All my angles are not good because I have a small space. So again, shoulder roll, pause. Here we go. And this is where you hold it. And you're in that shoulder stand. And you can, make shapes. You can come all the way up into legs up overhead. That's how we start to work it into our foundations for learning how to do a fish flop, is practicing a very controlled shoulder stand, and that's really helpful for learning a fish flop as well. So this is great conditioning. Make sure to try your other side too as well. And also don't forget to use a cushion if you're practicing this for a long time to protect, just to keep it more comfortable. And I hope that helped you learn more about how to do a shoulder stand.